Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to share about
Part 2 on how to naturally heal yourself for a very healthy conception to having a healthy baby. First, let's understand our body constituent. The root or the Muladhara chakra is represented with the earth. The sacral and the Swadhisthana is represented by water. And then we have the third chakra, which is navel or Manipuraka by fire. And then the heart or the Anahata by air. And then the fifth is space or the throat and the Vishuddhi chakra. These are the chakras which are there in the body and represented by an element in the nature. So this is how our body is constituted. And if you see the number of percentages, the earth is 12%, water is 72%, fire in our body is 4%, the air is 6%, and the balance is space. I had taken this information from Isha Sadhguruji. The chakras are the energy centers, and if you see, these are the places where most of the main glandular or organs of the body is functioning. So, from the earth, we eat the food, and by consuming the right water, 72% of our water is taken care. By doing exercises, exertion, yoga, chanting, the fire element is taken care. By doing pranayama, breathing and breath control, the air is taken care. By sleeping, we get the space energy, and we also get it by fasting, which is very, very important. Why do we need to know this? By understanding our body and what are the constituents, we'll be able to spend our energy efficiently in proper activities rather than focusing on diseases and not having a happy life. If you just see here, water in our body is more than 72% and the earth is 12%. We actually do the opposite. We eat around 72%, but we drink only 12% of water. This is probably one of the main causes why we are facing trouble. Let's understand more about water element. Do you know that the earth is made up as the same amount of water in our body as well? I'm sharing with you all my research which I have almost meditated for over 3 years. Swadhisthana is exactly the representation of who you are, and this is 72% in your body. So these are the organs which scientifically, if we say, are relatable to Swadhisthana, which are the ovaries, the womb, the testes, the kidneys, the urinary tract, skin, spleen, gallbladder and the tongue. So majorly if you see, these are the excretory and the reproductive systems. But the inner meaning of the excretory and the reproductive always goes hand in hand with the circulatory and the endocrine system. The circulatory being your blood vessels, veins, and your endocrine being all the hormonal glands. Everything is taken care by water. And the physical ailments, if your water element is not right in your body, includes impotency, frigidity, which means aversion against sex, ovary or uterine problems, candida, eating disorders, depression, drug addiction, alcoholism, allergies and asthma.
You may consider reading this book written by Dr. Batman Helch, Your Body's Many Cries for Water. One more book, ABC and Allergies, Asthma. He has clearly mentioned that water can cure all these diseases because it removes toxins from our body.
When all what we give to this body is unhealthy, untimely, and food which is just filled with chemicals and pesticides, the body absorbs all what is put to it.
Since it is not what we need, it struggles to excrete through our excretory systems.
When it is not able to excrete, when the food that you put is not right, when the water you drink is not enough, it goes and forms cysts, lumps, whatever disease in your body is because of this accumulation of toxins. That is the reason you have all these allergies. Now, when you want to reverse this, our body has got 5 channels through which it eliminates. Through stools, through urine, through sweat, through breath, and even through vomit. But most of us are not aware of these channels, and we have unwantedly closed these by taking in medicines, by not drinking good water, and by using cosmetics and not breathing properly. For cleaning our vessels or a car wash or bathing ourselves and the house, we know what to do. But to clean ourselves, we forget what is the most easiest way to clean our body and completely detox it. You know what? Using the right water.
Now you might say, hey Anusha, I am a very organic person, I drink a lot of water, I have a healthy lifestyle, but still I am not able to conceive. Let us understand what is this right water I have been telling you all about. Since our body is made up with more than 72% water, it makes immense sense and logic to give it more enriching water which is filled with prana, which means life-giving and mineral-rich. It has to be equal to the flowing river waters
which are very high in active molecular hydrogen and are rich with antioxidants. It has to go through cell level and clear all the toxins that are there. It has to be microclustered for easy absorption. At the same time, the absorption of nutrients should never get diluted. The water that you drink has to be having a pH of what the river's pH is, almost above 9. Only then your body's temperature and your pH can be maintained. There are many more functions of what a water can do in your body. But what is the water that you're drinking?
How much ever organic stuff you put inside your body, if your water doesn't have the potential to absorb and give without any nutrient loss, then the water you put inside doesn't make any sense. If your water is just clean water, which means it has no minerals like your RO or the stored bottles, then it is no life. It doesn't have prana. Then when you drink, your life becomes pranaless. You become lifeless when you drink such water. Your waters are stored either in bottles or those municipal tankers. It is highly oxidative and causes cell damage rather than going to repair your cells. It cannot remove toxins from cell level. The absorption of nutrients is very less. It dilutes all the nutrients that you eat. How much ever potential you give to your body, how much ever proteins and shakes and stuff you give your body, it is going to dilute. It is going to be very acidic to your body, which is one of the main reasons why you are not able to get pregnant.
In my previous explanations, you would have understood how important water is and plays a vital role in production and creativity. That's why even the earth is with more than 2/3 of water and 75% water. That be the case when we give water to our body, which is more than 75%. If this is the quality of water which we are giving, how are we confidently saying that we will be healthy or we will be able to produce an offspring which will be healthy?
Whatever be the case, I will give you one thing. If your body is really ready and if it's the right time, your mind, body, and soul are in alignment, you will get a baby. Please write this. You will get a baby naturally without any intervention. And if your body is able to produce a child without intervention, I'll tell you my story because you can relate to it and I can also relate much to it. So I had wheezing and we were planning to get settled in Chennai because I think my body was acting against Bangalore climate. It was producing more antibodies. So my body is feeling hostile in living in Bangalore. Something about my body, I wasn't feeling so comfortable in Bangalore. So we decided to move to Chennai. So at that point, we decided my in-laws had just come and settled in Bangalore. So my husband was a little reluctant. So we decided to buy a Kangen water device. So my mind was already there in Chennai because all my relatives were there. We wanted to get settled there and the business would also be very good in Chennai. So as a family, we can do business because mom, daughter, both the daughters, I have a twin sister. So all of us can be in bridal. My brother has a studio. So many things were running in my mind and I mentally got settled to get settled in Chennai. But then my husband said, no, let us just try this Kangen water. If it helps, then we can probably make the shift. So then we bought the machine in February first week, and then I started drinking February, March, and April. The first few weeks, I wasn't able to control my pee. I was thinking that I would pee in my pants. That was the level at which the water was flushing out the toxins in my body. And I was 64 kilos where I started drinking Kangen. And by the time I was pregnant, almost 3 months, I think in around 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I lost around 3 kgs and it was very healthy. I didn't feel fatigued. I was very active. And that was the time I was very busy in business. So it was really hard for even me to meet my husband and say a hi. It was that difficult. And we were traveling to a lot of places for my wedding orders. At this time, I also went to my parents' place and said, this machine is doing wonders and I wanted them to, get started with this machine and we were doing the installation. So it was really very hectic time for me that both me and my husband, it almost made us very difficult to, it was a difficult time for us and we were very busy. So baby in our mind was almost not there because for the past 2 years we've been trying. So we were also keep on trying at that pace. Suddenly one day, I just noticed that, some mom instinct suddenly came in me, and I were guessing that somehow this time I'm not going to get my periods and I'm probably going to get pregnant. And that came true in other next, I think, a week's time. It came to, I came to know that I got pregnant, and I didn't even check with a normal pregnancy tester. Usually I've tested many times, and we've done all crying and all that stuff. So this time I didn't do the test. I knew for sure that I got pregnant. And the moment it crossed 35 days, my mom said, "Hey, I'm coming. Hi, how are you?" and all that stuff. So my mom and my grandma were keenly noting, including my mother-in-law, were keenly noting the days. Even I would have forgotten when I got my periods, but they were on track. So they said, "Hey, 35 days confirmed this time." Ah, good, very good. So my mom came, and then before going to the doctor, we tested. It was positive. I was pregnant, and then with that happy news, we went to the doctor. The doctor did the scan. She did the transvaginal scan, and then she told me that, "Hey, is it a natural pregnancy? You have PCOD. How did you conceive naturally?" So that is when I came to know that I had PCOD and I had conceived naturally, because my body's toxins were pushed out because I drank a lot of water. I followed sattvic movements, intermittent fasting, lot of exercises. I was very busy. Actually, I didn't get enough sleep, but yeah, I was very busy. I was active, and I had a balanced diet. All those were the lifestyle changes that were needed for my body to be in the healthy state. The moment I hit that healthy state, my body started to produce the necessary things to produce a baby. And there I had, I think, almost 3 months, and I had my baby in the third month. Like in May, I conceived my baby. This was my journey. Isn't it interesting? We were trying for 2 years, and that was like honest try, not just here and there. We were literally crying. We were trying. I can empathize with all the moms who are going through this.
The importance of water from pre-pregnancy to postpartum and above is a very, very serious topic and a long one by itself. Whatever short researches and my own personal experiences I had gone through, I'm sharing with you now. Basically, water is very, very essential in our day-to-day activities. For example, even the saliva needs water for its secretion, cooking and consumption, assimilation of the foods that we eat, producing digestive enzymes, absorbing the nutrients without losing its value and potency, and transporting those absorbed nutrients into the blood, circulation, eliminating the waste, hormonal secretion. Everything needs water as its basis. That's why the nature has created us in such a way that water has to be most in our body. The endocrine glands, there is one thing called hypothalamus, which detects the water level in our body, that will help in stimulating and releasing different enzymes to maintain proper fluid levels in the body. Only when those are released, it will release proper hormones. Both the men and women need testosterone and estrogen, and those hormones will be properly produced only with proper water intake. The second point, for men, the sperm has to be in the alkaline state for it to be virile and motile, because a woman's vulva and the vagina is slightly acidic, not too acidic. The IUI or the IVFs fail because of this one main reason. When the male's sperm is also acidic and the woman has become very, very acidic, then it struggles, the body struggles to create a life inside. So please remember that alkalinity in the body is very, very important to maintain temperature, to reduce the free radical damage, and for excessive nutrient absorption without dilution. Please do not drink alkaline water, which is by adding some salts or soda and stuff like that, that comes with your RO. That is completely against nature. Whatever is there naturally in your water has to be the alkaline water, which I am mentioning here. Have you noticed in women, before they menstruate, they get this clean freak feeling? So that is basically because your sacral chakra, or all the organs which I mentioned scientifically, which is placed in that area, is with water, and that is the most excretory organ in the body that cleanses out the body. And so you are also getting into that clean mode, and that's why you feel like cleaning everything that is around you. So a woman and her femininity is very, very related to the sacral chakra, and that's why water seems to be very, very important in playing a vital role in women. Let us begin with the pregnancy journey. So the first few months, the amniotic sac is being formed, which is actually alkaline. That is the place where the baby is growing. Now we can see very, very clearly that the life begins in water. All of us have stayed in that water in the amniotic sac, which was alkaline, and our life began in water. Next is the gonadial glands, which are there in the women body. So these gonadial glands get a signal with the amount of hydration that your body is there. So in the 16th week of pregnancy, you will start to lactate. The most important part in maternity is lactating, and that starts even when the baby is in the womb, which is the 16th week. The next thing, the hormones, your HCG, and the nourishments that you give to the baby, the sense of taste that is there. I mentioned earlier that tongue is also a part of this sacral chakra. So she has to take care of two bodies, one hers and then the baby's. So there can be no question of dehydration, because that can result in preterm delivery and the baby being highly susceptible to autism and ADHD. Don't think that I'm just giving you this out of the blue. I have proofs, and I will attach that video to you. A doctor has actually researched and said that Kangen water has the potential to clear autism and ADHD. So the next thing is very, very important, the oxytocin, which releases during delivery. I have already mentioned to you earlier, if there is dehydration, that could be the reason why a lot of women go through C-sections. They are not able to prolong through the delivery, and every time the oxytocin releases, it will induce thirst, which is a direct link that you have to keep yourself hydrated. That is why Kangen water is very, very important for women who are going to deliver the baby soon. So these are the points that I could immediately collect. Very soothing. If you see naturally, women would love to have a water birth. The reason is they will be easily able to connect with it, and for the baby to transition from a water world to the world that we are living, the transition will even be easier for the baby in a water birth. If you see, every nook and corner of what we have spoken is just water. If water is this important in our life, and if you are going to feed that lifeless, pranaless, dead water to your body, how do you think you are going to be healthy? This is the reason you are going behind doctors, trying remedy after remedy, going temples, going to every nook and corner. You are going around the world to get pregnant, but the point lies in you not consuming the right water. Fluids are not water. Only what you consume as water is water. I did not say this. Dr. Batman Helch clearly explains what is water and what is not. We all know postpartum is very, very difficult. The biggest reason is when our hormones are completely not functioning because of dehydration. How do we lactate? How does the hormones get released for us to have a peaceful sleep? How do you think our body will start healing? Because everything about healing and functioning is about water. We are going to menstruate at least for a month, at least for 2 weeks after birth. So all these require hydration, and water plays a huge role in postpartum as well. For the baby, 80% of what you feed is going to be water in that milk, which is equally important, because babies up to 6 months till they are breastfed, we are not going to give them water. And more than adults, baby's body is made with more percentage of water than an average adult, which means they need more water than all of us. So postpartum, if you want to avoid all those problems with hormones and lactation, then it is very, very important that you are hydrating yourself with the right water. The second thing, lot of moms today go through postpartum depression. Few things could be family, but again, like I told you, the mental health of a person, the emotional health, the emotional connect, or the connect with the person who you are, everything is in the sacral. So, if your water is not right, you may have problems facing postpartum depressions. It's a huge chance and a risk which you might get susceptible for. So, the water you consume has to be of high quality. Please keep that in mind.
But there is deeper meaning inside. Please connect to that mother instincts within you. Please take this on a serious note and start detoxifying your body as soon as possible. If you're interested to know more, please leave a comment below and I will respond to you as soon as possible. If you are really seeking for help, I can help you through. Please DM. And I think all the women who are already there, how much ever information I give you in this video, you want to come back to me and personally get that connect to me. I'm ready to do that for you. Please leave a comment below and I shall see you all soon. Bye bye.